We have Vachas. Vachasmita is a young lupus warrior. She started, as you've heard, a disease at the age of 14, and she is really moving ahead with her innovative ideas to empower younger girls and women with lupus. I would like Vachas to share with us quickly the misconceptions and misinformation that had affected her, and then we will take an opinion from an expert. And after that, we have Jimit, and we also have Shivani. So please, Vachas, please briefly tell us.
Good evening, all. So, as Sir introduced, I am representing Lupus Trust India, and so in our with the interaction we have had with patients, I would say there are three major misconceptions that we have come across, and I'll quickly mention the three misconceptions. When I was initially diagnosed, there was this whole talk about lupus being psychosomatic. That was the first time I was introduced to a jargon like psychosomatic as a 14-year-old. And then the next, and there are over the years, I've also seen families that believe that lupus is actually purely in the mind, and that one day the patient says the patient has pain in this joint, the next day the patient has pain in the other joint. So every day the pain keeps moving, and it is patient is always doubted. So that's one misconception that I have faced, and the trust has also faced with many patients. The second one I would say is there is this misconception that lupus is a lifestyle disease. Again, I was introduced to this terminology called lifestyle disease only after my diagnosis, and that it was the food I was eating and the lifestyle I was living and the lack of exercise and generic good lifestyle that led to my diagnosis. And that's still believed even now. I have come across many other forms of treatment that has told me that just by tackling your food or your nutrition and your fitness aspects, you can actually control the disease. And I've seen patients fall prey to that and probably return to the hospital with a massive flare up. The next one, I would say, it might sound very weird, but I would say lupus is often known as a first world problem. Because how many of us know anyone who has lupus? And if at all we know it's Selena Gomez, or we have heard that Michael Jackson had lupus. And there's this typical notion that lupus is a first world problem, and it doesn't affect the underprivileged. So, doctor, these are the three misconceptions that we have extensively faced at Lupus Trust India while interacting with several patients across India. Thank you, doctor. Over to you.
Thank you for being such a sweet and short in your description of the misconceptions which you have faced. I now have to answer your queries Professor Alakindu Ghosh, who is the Director Professor, the Head of the Department of Rheumatology and Clinical Immunology at IPGMER Kolkata, and he is right now the current President of Indian Rheumatology Association. Alakindu is one of my good friends, and I would request Professor Ghosh to respond to her queries that lupus is a first world disease, lupus is a disease of lifestyle, and lupus is a kind of a psychosomatic disease, that kind of misconceptions which delays diagnosis. Over to Alakindu, please.
Good evening. Vachas, by the way, he still looks not more than 14 years. And your expression is really amazing. And lupus is really a very exciting disease in the sense when a patient presents to the clinician with all organ involvement, with flare, with all bad events, it's really very painful to treat with that one. And when that patient presents to the same clinician after a couple of weeks or months, and amazingly having no residual stigmata, and that's nobody would believe that this patient came to us with a week back with that sort of devastation. So that's a very widely fascinating disease, and it involves starting from skin to neurology to cardiac to pulmonary, whatnot. And the usual dictum is if you know lupus, you know whole clinical medicine. And for our country, it certainly involves the poor strata of the community. In Kolkata, we have a lupus Initiative Kolkata, and at least 90% of our 1,000 patient population are below poverty line. And they attend to the hospital. They are really in need of the medicine, need of the investigations. Fortunately, we have the facilities to have a free support system from Government of West Bengal as well as from Lupus Initiative Kolkata. So some movements are in the positive directions are going on. Lupus in that way is a very devastating disease in the sense that all sorts of auto antibodies are being identified, several thousands, in reference to different organ systems. So all the organs are being affected. In some time, it's only skin mucocutaneous, so musculoskeletal or minimal organ involvement. Sometimes major organ, renal, neurologic, hematologic, whatnot. So we need to have a real awareness, and we need to have a regular follow-up as you people are trying to do to motivate with the group of patient population, and that would help the patient to have a good contacts with that clinicians, to have a regular assessment so that we should not slip the point of identification where the organ involvement is being initiated. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Ghosh, for being so sweet and short. And